And what's that first month like where you're in the deep
It's sort of like what we do here,
Mm.
You've got no listings, you've got no buyers as such, so it's sort of just generating work as much as you can through that phone calls, your sphere of networks, your first port of call, touching base with all of those people. Got my first listing through an old teacher colleague, which was very grateful. Sold that, and then the ball starts to roll in motion.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that my friends of friends were all sort of an age where they might be buying or selling, so I got a few naturally through that. But 80% of it was just meeting new people through open homes, through the community, through sports, and sort of making a connection there, really.
So you had to borrow money for that initial period?
We had a bit put aside.
Okay, nice.
That ran out, and we had to borrow a bit more
Yeah.
just to survive. So we're probably in that because it takes a while to get paid as an agent. It's not just sell a house to get paid. It's take a few weeks or months to find the listing, get it online another month, sell it another month, deposit paid. 2 weeks later, then you get paid. So it can be like a 2 to 3 month wait before you get paid.
What was the commission on that first?
I think it was $9,000.
Oh, yeah?
So it's like, a fortnight I was getting $2,000. So that was 8 weeks pay as a teacher for that first sale. It was nothing special at the house, but that
4
felt
weeks
pretty
pay.
good.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, well, four fortnights, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
With you. And then, so you lose 20% withholding tax. I think is that how it still works?
Yep.
Yeah, and that can
You
increase.
choose your rate, basically. So I chose 33.
Oh, nice.
And that was fine for the first year. Had to up it since then.
Wow.
But it was good. My first goal was my first year real estate, if I can match my teacher's salary, it's an awesome first year.
Yeah.
Basically, 4 years university and 9 years teaching to get to that point.
Good.
13 years in,
Good way to look at it.
I want to make that same money in my first year of sales.
Yeah. And how'd you go in year one?
Matched it bang on. It's
Really?
funny how your goals work, isn't it?
Wow.
That was 11 sales of house sales.
Yeah.
Matched my teacher's salary through a really hard market, and that was my first year working as a solo agent. So I was happy with that.
Did you work your face off?
I wouldn't say my face off. There's only so much you can do. I certainly worked probably the same hours as a teacher, which is quite diligent. I was there Monday to Friday, sort of in the office or out and about doing things, and then working Sundays. So 6 days a week, but not crazy. I still had 2 little kids.
Yeah.
The whole goal was to be a good dad and husband and make more money.
Nice.
It wasn't at a sacrifice of family's back burner for 5 years because they're only going to get one upbringing, so that I still be present for that. So I was still there for bedtimes and Saturdays and try and take Fridays quiet days. So I wouldn't say I was there any less, which is important.
Yeah. And then into year 2, what does year 2 look like?
Year 2 doubled, which was awesome again. Happy with that. Got 24 sales second year, which was really good. Again, it was just the snowball starting to roll, learning new skills all the time. Like I was always watching heaps of videos and podcasts and stories and books about real estate. That was sort of the whole drive. Once I had a sniff of that first year of some good money, I was like, oh, this could be really good.
Yeah.
You talk to colleagues that are making crazy money, and it's like, wow, this could be epic.
Yeah.
And I got a little sniff of that, so I was really motivated by that. Then year 2 doubled, which was really good. And then from there, it was just sort of opening up more doors of, what's the ceiling here is the question you ask yourself a lot now.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting, and it's that liberating, whereas back 3 years ago or 2 years ago, it's like, you know what the ceiling is, it's 90K. And in 5 years, we might get $2,000 more if we're lucky.
Yeah, far out.
We're going backwards, aren't we? So,
Yeah. And so year 3?
Year 3 changed because end of year 2, I met someone or was introduced to somebody that could change the sort of shape of my career. I was looking for like a buyer's agent, someone that could be probably below me. I met a girl called Abby that was probably an opportunity for me to bring on board and really bring alongside me as such. So it was me letting go of my full control of my brand and bringing this person in because she had a really good sphere, a really good work ethic and a real spark for the job. So sort of basically taught her all I knew for the first year and then pretty much brought her alongside me. So now a team of 2 really.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, and that was just sort of not me trying to hold or clip the ticket for her as an agent, but sort of bring her on side and say, if you want this sort of opportunity here to be half the business essentially.
So is that, when you say buyer's agent, is that different to what
It just means a buyer's agent means they just come through, they go to open homes and they work with buyers to buy houses.
Okay.
As a listing agent, you're trying to generate listings and people to sell houses with you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So then that increases sales, but probably...
It's just a much bigger pie.
Yeah.
The biggest thing in real estate is your bonuses, and if you've got a much bigger pie, you get bigger bonuses each quarter, which is obviously better for both of you. And I opened the books and said, this is what bonuses we can get if we get this, and you'll get your share of what you bring in, I'll get my share of what I bring in, and was very transparent on it. A lot of real estate teams have a lead agent that probably doesn't share that or share that portion of things with their team, whereas with this person, with Abby, I thought it was worth opening those books up to her.
Yeah. And have you got any admin support at this stage?
Yep, we've just brought one on called Alice. She started with us start of the year. She is a really young, keen agent as well that does 20 hours admin work for us. We pay her $30 an hour. And then she's a qualified agent and wants to be an agent also. So she's half learning how to be an agent with us and doing half work for PA for us.
That's quite a good way to do it. So you're getting paid to do the admin, but at the same time you're learning a whole stack. You then do your paper, and then you can.
She hears our phone call. She comes to an appraisal. She gets to meet some buyers, and that can sort of be alongside her.
Yeah.
We sort of said to her, here's the pathway to these certain buyer size that you can work with people and supplement your PA work with that. So yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good model.
Yeah. Is this year 4 for you now?
Just finished year 3.
Just finished
as
year
of
3.
last month. Yeah.
Wicked. I don't know if you want to talk about like level of income or.
Yeah, we can. Yep, we can. Yep. So basically, as your first year, you match your teacher salary, was cool. Second year, doubled it. And then year 3 would probably be more than triple it, maybe quadruple it, which is exciting.
Wow, more than quadruple the teacher's salary?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Good stuff. So you'll be paying some serious tax.
Paying some serious tax, yep. Paying the right amount of tax, as my accountant calls it.
Yeah. Your tax bill will just about probably be close to what your salary was.
Yeah, and it's funny how that sort of, you see these paychecks come in and you sort of not become immune to them, but don't stop and pause sometimes and think, wow, that's a really awesome paycheck.
Yeah.
Like we shared a $60,000 bonus last quarter between the two of us. So it's like, wow, that's pretty exciting to share that from a quarterly bonus. We got one free beer at Christmas at Boys High, which is cool, but to have some sort of serious cash come in lump sometimes is pretty exciting, and